Alrighty guys, back for another video, and this one is going to be short and sweet, but it's absolutely mandatory, important that you have in and on your car, or at least at minimum at your house. So stay tuned for the video. Thanks for watching. Okay, so as you know, I'm all about car DIY, handy tip stuff, and all kinds of stuff in between. This video is about flat tires, punctures, and how to be prepared and how to have backups for your backups. So I went to my sister's place, and when I went to leave to come back home, tire was like completely flat, like rim was sitting on the ground, right? So what do? Well, you get your spare tire out, of course. But here's the thing, and this is number one. If you don't need to have a space-saving tire, don't have one. If you've got room in your car to have a full-size tire and rim, do that. Even if you got like a smaller hatch, if you can put a full one in there, absolutely get one. There's nothing wrong with the small ones. They're just crap. They're small. You can't go full speed in them. They look terrible. And why would you have one if you don't need to? Now, of course, if you have a small car and for whatever reason it's been designed so that you can't have one, well, that's your scenario. Stick with it. But if you have a car where you can put a full-size tire and rim in there, do that. It's really easy. Just go to your local wreckers or even a tire store if you want to and get yourself that. Make sure it's got some tread on there. Make sure it holds air. Make sure it's obviously compatible with your car and going to fit all right, and that'll get you going. Second thing is, make sure all of your tires are full of air. That means 5. Whenever you do your 4 tires, which you should do, every few months or so, check your tire pressures. Always check your space saver too, because there's no point having a spare tire. Sorry, I said space saver. Always check your spare tire, because there's no point having a spare tire. Okay, cool, you got a flat, and then you didn't put air in it, and that's flat too. That's your second thing. Number 3 is really important. Get yourself one of these. This is just a mini air compressor. It's just cheap, nasty, but it can get you out of trouble. It just plugs into your cigarette lighter, as you can see there. Apparently it can do 300 PSI, which I highly doubt, but 30 PSI is enough to get you out of trouble. Well, even 15 PSI would be enough to get you out of trouble, but as long as it can do, 30, 50 PSI, well, it should be up to the challenge. That way, you can be completely prepared, even if you're out in the bush and for whatever reason you forgot to do up your tire pressures or something, and you have a flat tire and you can't fix it. Well, you've got an air compressor. Fourth thing, don't necessarily need to have on your car, but it's handy if you got the space for it, is one of these. Tire repair kit. Get yourself a tire repair kit. It'll save you having to go to a tire store, tire shop, whatever. Maybe you're out and it's not opened, or even if it is open and those times work for you, you still got to go there and pay them. Go and get yourself a tire repair kit. They don't cost very much, and they're gonna save you absolutely. Whether you're in the bush or just in the suburbs, have yourself one of these so that you can repair your tires. You don't have to go to a tire shop, which just saves you time. Or maybe in my scenario, I just got home at 7 PM, it's not open. So what do? You know what I mean? But if you got a tire repair kit, you can do it yourself. So that's what I did. I got my wheel here and I did a repair right there. I'll just go through it quickly with you, but I'm sure that you'll have instructions on your tire repair kit, and also there'll probably be plenty of really good, really professional YouTube videos out there. But while I'm here, I'll show you. You get this thing, it's called something, a plunger or something, and you find your hole. Obviously you got your air compressor, you pump it up full of air, you're going to hear where the hole is. If you can't, if it's a really minor thing, or you probably wouldn't have to repair it because it's that minor, but if you can clearly hear it, sweet. Otherwise, what you can do is a bit of soapy water. You're probably not going to have that in your car, so this is more of a home job. You get some soapy water and you just pour that all over the tire, all over the rim, wherever, and it'll start bubbling where that air is. So you do that, then you get this thing, it's kind of serrated and rough. You get it, you find your hole and you shove it in there and you just prod around there 2 or 3 times and you score it up. You clean up any edges and get it all, you know, scored. Plus you're also going to be making the hole, the puncture, big enough so that you can put the actual repair piece thing in there. Then you get your glue. I like to put a little bit of glue on the tire, and you also put some on the actual filler. So you get one of these bike things, you feed it through this little hole and you put it in halfway so it's sticking out, you know, that much each side. I like to put a little bit of glue oil all over that too. And then with all of your strength and all of your weight, you push that sucker into your tire, push it down till you have about 10-15 mil left of the filler or whatever they call it sticking out. Then with your tool in there, give it a half turn and then pull that carefully out, making sure you don't pull your whole thing out. And then that's pretty much it. Then you're just going to get a blade or a knife or something sharp and cut that off. And I've just got a little dag there, but that'll be fine. So that's a basic quick repair kit thing. So that's what I've done. I've come home, I've put my, you know, full tire on, I've fixed that. Now that's ready to go on. The 5th thing for this is have some tools on you. It doesn't need to be fancy, it doesn't need to be extravagant. Just a few tools can make life so easy. So obviously most cars are going to come with your factory jack and a little thingy for it, but I keep one of these. All of my lug nuts are going to be the same, but this way, you know, you've got another tool with you. It's got all the sizes that you need. Maybe you're helping someone on the side of the road, they don't have one, don't know. Keep one of those on you. I've also got a hammer, a big flathead screwdriver in me, plus the air compressor. Plus I also keep, not that you really need to do this, but I keep some recovery gear in there. It's just a snatch strap and 2 D shackles, I'm pretty sure. And I just keep that in my car. It just stays there. It doesn't cost much, but just do these things. If you can do those 5 things right there, you're gonna absolutely save yourself a headache. Plus, you're being prepared. You're being smart, you're thinking ahead, you're covering all of your bases, and if you run into any trouble, you can sort it out and do it yourself, and that's important and that's empowering. All motorists should be doing this. And the cool thing is too, it doesn't matter if you're in the middle of the bush, it doesn't matter if you're in your own driveway, you'll be able to get yourself out of trouble or even get other people out of trouble if they weren't prepared too. So that's my short and sweet video. I hope that helps, guys. Get yourself some tools and that'll keep you on the road motoring and having a great time. Cheers.